Boom, that is so clean. That looks sick.
It's cold. We're gonna make a video with the brand new, well, not brand new, but a 2016 Nismo edition of the GTR with our guy Gino. So he's gonna be in right now, and I'm going to impress him with my professionalism and my funny hat. Just kidding, I don't want to scare the guy. He's bringing over a super expensive car. I should probably pretend to be professional.
How's it going?
Got a bunch of little things done to the GTR right now, and we just locked it a bunch because I was showing him how to do the cool disable your horn mod. Let's take a look at what we've done so far and what we're gonna do next.
Got those awesome license plate bulbs in there, and then we put in the dual reverse lights. Got the diode dynamics tailless turn module in there now, and the next thing that I haven't done on one of these is check out all that beautiful carbon, crazy. So we're gonna put this third brake light only as the brake light flasher, and these guys are gonna remain their normal brake function.
That's usually what people use the brake flashers for, is just the third brake light. In some cases, we'll do both. We'll have the brakes and that third brake light all hooked up to that brake module.
The wires that I need are going right here. I tapped the ground wire here, and then I've got one side that's going off to the third brake and the other side that's coming from the car. So I'm gonna connect the little connectors from the brake flasher and show you what it looks like.
Step on the brake?
Yep, go ahead and jump in there. And you'll just hold it down while I program it. If I wanna change the settings, I'm gonna push this button. It's gonna go into programming mode, and it's gonna flash 3 times to tell me that it's in mode 3. Instead of messing with the mode, I'm gonna save that mode as it is, and then now we're gonna get into how many flashes there are. Now this sucks because it's set to 5 flashes right now. We need to get it to 4. We can't go backwards. We have to go all the way up, start over at 1, and then go up to 4. So I'm gonna push this button a whole bunch of times. Cool, that's it. Super easy trick. These bumper DRLs, they are wired up to a dedicated DRL circuit, which means when you turn on the car and you drop the e-brake, in the daytime they're gonna light up. But if it's nighttime, they won't be able to stay on because as soon as the low beams kick on, it kills power to them. All we're gonna do is access a third wire that most people just don't know is there, that's actually wired up to these DRL lights, and we're gonna connect it from here to this little side marker light. That's it. A nighttime mode is activated by this parking light. You'll get them on at night, but they won't be overwhelmingly bright. They'll just look good and be functional, and it's actually how they were designed from the first place. They just never hooked up that way. I don't know if anywhere on earth they actually are hooked up that way, but every single one of the cars that has this from the factory has 3 wires that go in. It's only connected to the car through 2 of those wires. Okay, so all we're gonna do is I took out the DRL wire from, it's actually attached to the side of the headlight. So if we look in here, just the light to show. There's 3 little wires. There's a white, a black, and a red wire here. And all I'm gonna do is tap into that white wire and hook it up with the wires that are feeding this little side marker bulb. And that's it, that's the whole job. I'm just extending one little wire about 6 inches, and it's gonna make those DRLs function now as a parking light as well at nighttime. I just T-tapped into this green wire right here. This green wire is the running light, and now I'm gonna have this white wire just tap right into that extra DRL circuit that is not in use right now. And then here's the other thing. This wire is attached to this bumper, so if you just tug on it just a little bit, it gives you all that extra slack. So that's all we needed. Just kind of, when the bumper comes off, getting that bolt off,
I heard that.
you're like right here. All right, check it out. So we've got a nice bright but mellow light output for that DRL, and then it's on with the lightning bolt. And to know that we did it right, this one is tapped in to that little bulb right there on the side marker, and over here we haven't done the work yet. Now I'm going to quickly bang this one out, but it's not on because it's not tapped in to that. Last time what I did, the first wire over there, I plugged it in and this one lit up, which told me that it was backfeeding through the system through the DRL circuit. So these guys are now lighting up with the running lights. Cute dog mod. Cute dog mods are awesome. And we've got this guy that does the brake flash. You mind popping in and give me some brakes?
Sure, absolutely.
And you can turn on the running lights too. Boom, that is so clean. That looks sick. Into it, man. So that's the full modification. And can you hit your hazard light for me? Check that out. And then step off the brake and back on. Oh yeah, I'm just demoing all the cool stuff. It looks so good back here. That's cool. All right, so we are all good to go. Thanks. So car is not running, DRLs are on. That's super cool. Daytime mode, check that out. Full brightness. And it looks good at nighttime too.
Nismo is done. That was actually awesome. I've been wanting to film that video for a really long time. Haven't been able to because I just haven't been having cars come in to the shop and just working on them here. I really don't want to be working on cars in the shop a lot. That was cool. It was crazy though because that's like a what, $160,000 car. The front bumper, $20,000 bumper, and I didn't want to mess it up. So I had to take my time, do it the right way, but that was awesome. So big shout out to Gino for bringing out his car. He drove all the way from like Hollywood out here. So 2-hour drive, hardcore. So I'm stoked with it. I'm glad I got to share some awesome info for any GTR owners out there. If you have any questions about what I did or how I did it that weren't answered in this video, comment below and ask. Thanks guys.